Hey guys, it's Maymay and welcome back to another video. Today, I want to show you a container that will hold the Accordion Organizer Folio that we recently made in Made It Society. Now, if you're seeing this for the first time, I have a video and a PDF to help you assemble this guy for free. Ever heard of Made It Society? It's our free monthly craft along featuring fresh projects made from your stash. Sign up at maymaymadeit.com to receive the supply list, the prep work pages, and the live stream link. Join us the first Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. Central, or watch the replay and all our past society videos anytime. And I really think this guy is cool and you'll get a lot of use out of him. Now he's made using accordion pockets. You can see how these can kind of squish, and you'll look over here on the side and they also squish. He's made that way so you have lots of room for storage and he will hold a lot of different things. I think he'd be really cute to organize greeting cards in different sizes, like A2 and 5x7 and A9 and different sides of greeting cards, and maybe put the envelopes on this side. I just think that'd be so cute. Now you may use him for any number of things, but when I made him, I thought, because he is so useful and could store so much, including craft supplies and organization things in your craft room, I thought it'd be neat if we made kind of a holder for him more than a closure. So let me show you this. It can be a closure, like you could not put this little strap on and just let him be a book, and then create this little magazine style container for him. Now, this is specific to this guy. I built him for it, and I want to show you this. I made him about 1/4 of an inch larger, so that gives us a good 1/8 of an inch of room all the way around. And the reason I did that is if you fill this guy up completely and he pops just a little bit, you still could fit him in here, and we don't have to do any crazy tiny weird 8ths or 16th measurements in the build. All right, enough said. Let's make this guy. Now, one of my favorite things is he uses 2 pieces of cardstock. Now, we're going to cut one down, and we're going to use one as a whole 8.5 by 11. So I'll put that piece aside for now. I'll grab my trimmer. And on this guy, we're going to cut him down to 9.25 by 8.5. So we're going to keep that 8.5 size, but we're just going to cut him down to 9.25. Okay, so 9.25 by 8.5 total on this one. Now we're going to score. I'm going to use my big scoreboard for this one, but before I do, I'm going to lay down a template so you can see what we're fixing to do. And I will have photos of these templates linked in the description for you guys, okay? So you can see here, this is our accordion organizer holder, and this is one of 2, okay? 9.25 by 8.5. Here's what we'll do. We'll score it 2.25, okay? Then we'll turn it one time and do 2.25. But then we're going to make some pencil marks. We'll need to mark at 5 inches and also at 7 3/4. So that's what we're about to do. Let's do this together. So we're going to score it. I'll move this over so we can kind of see. We're going to score it 2.25. We're going to turn and score it 2.25. I'm going to put it back in, and now I'm going to make pencil marks. So I marked this 5 inches from the bottom. We go up 5 inches, but it's 3.5 inches down. So whichever way works best for you. If you're doing this in your trimmer, you might want that 5-inch measure. And if you're doing it in your scoreboard, you can use this 3.5-inch measure. So when we go to the side, we're going to make a mark, and I'm going to make a mark at 3.5 inches here. And then at the top, I'm going to score at 7 3/4. Okay, so there's that one. Now we have a second one to make. Okay, now we're going to score our full 8.5 by 11 piece, and this is our template for that. And you'll see here we're going to do 1, 8, and 10.25 score marks. Then we'll turn it and do 2.25. Now, on the side, we're going to make that same 3.5 down or 5 inches up pencil mark. Up here, it'll be a little different. We're going to make our pencil mark at 6.5. Okay, again, there'll be photos of this for you. So 1, 8, 10.25. I'm going to turn it. I'll score it 2.25. Now it's important that you score this in this way. Okay, I want to bring my template back over. Now it's important that you pay attention to where this score mark is. Okay, when you turn this, you want that 1-inch score section to be at the top when you do that 2.25. Okay, just use the photo as your reference. Again, let's make our marks. So we've got 3.5 on this side, and up here, it's 6.5. All right, now let me show you another little trick. This is an easy way to do this next step. So we're going to be cutting away a couple of pieces, and let me show you. On this template, we're going to be cutting to our first score mark and then at an angle to our 6.5. I want to show you a little trick that I think makes this easy. If you take a ruler, put this guy into your scoreboard, take a ruler and lay it flush against that edge. You can use this kind of like a T ruler. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw from 3.5 to that 1-inch score mark, okay? And then I'm going to grab my other piece, put it in, and do the same thing. So from that 3.5-inch mark to the first score. This is a 2.25-inch score, so this one's a little bit wider, okay? Now we can prep this for cutting. So on this guy, the one that has the wider pencil mark, we're going to cut down that score mark here and across to that next score mark. Now let me show you something. We're going to be angle cutting from here to our pencil mark. So this cut here doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to get rid of this section to make that angle cut easier. Okay, so there's that one. Let's go ahead and prep this one. Same way, we're going to go down to the 3.5-inch mark. We're going to cut across, and then we're going to make an angle cut. So let me bring over my trimmer. Now I'll use the trimmer for this, and what I'll do is I'll place this in on the cut line. So I have my pencil mark at the bottom cut line, and then I have my angle mark right there at the top. Now I'm going to sink my blade, and I'm going to go down and then up, but I'm going to go slow till I feel it cut. And I felt that kind of click, and that let me know that my angle is done. Okay, so now we're going to do the other one the very same way. So pencil mark at the bottom, angle point at the top. You can't quite see my pencil mark because of how far down the page I had to go, but I can feel that when it clicks out, and that way I know I'm not cutting into our little flat spot there. All right, let's fold and crease all of our lines so we can see what we're working with. Let's start with this guy and get him prepped. The first thing I want to do is I want to open up this section down here. This is a tab, and this is the base. And how we're going to do that is like we do all tabs, okay? We're going to cut straight up on our score mark. I am cutting my score mark away. So that means I'm cutting to the right-hand side of my score here. Then I'm going to angle cut right into here and take some bulk out. So now I don't have the score mark at all. I took it completely away. Then I'm going to angle this little corner as well. So I'm pick this up. I can turn it over this way. And I'm just going to do an angle on that little tab and lay that back down. So this is what we're looking for here. I'm not angling these guys. I want them to be nice and flush. Now, this guy, he's a little bit different, okay? The first thing is I don't need this section here at the bottom, this little 1-inch section. So I'm going to angle to the intersection of my scores, and then I'm going to angle back to that intersection here. And I'm going to lay this out so you can see what I did. You see how I have those two little angles? That just gives me the bulk cut away in the beginning, and I don't have to make two cuts. Now here, I'm cutting straight up, cutting away my score mark. Then I'll come in and cut this bulk away. Not the greatest straight cut, but I can fix that. Sometimes trying to cut on camera and trying to hold things just so you guys can see it is a little difficult, but we still can make edits. There we go. Much better. Now, right here, I don't need this little rectangle, so I'm going to cut it off, but I'm going to leave this flush, just cutting away the score mark. And then here, I'm going to do a little angle cut because I don't need any of that bulk there either, okay? You can do an angle cut here as well. You're not going to see this part, so just a slight one. All right, so there is that. Now, this is important. You'll see here that I used white or non-directional cardstock. I don't have a pattern on this cardstock. This makes it easy, okay? Because when I go to assemble this, here's all you have to remember, okay? Your angles need to be opposite of each other. So you need one angle going this way and one angle going this way. And it's going to attach at this one little spot right here, okay? So I'm going to apply glue to this little flap. Okay. Then I'm going to line this guy up. I'm going to line him up at the top, line him up at the bottom, the little score mark. Just let that kind of slot in. That's all we have to do to put this guy together as far as the page. What's really cool about these guys is you can make them up ahead of time and store them flat. Watch this. To assemble the other side, we're just going to put glue on this short piece. And then lay this over into it. And so we could store this away flat, and when we need one, we can just pull them out. These guys are going to hold 6x6, 6x8. They're going to hold folios. They're going to hold small albums. There's so many things you can do with it. And you always can edit these. Remember, this is just a starting point for you. If you want to shrink this, you can do that. It's not hard to do. You just have to remember to shrink here and here when you do it. All right, now I want to also tell you this. If I were you, I might cover this before I glue this bottom together, especially if you want to use this angle to your advantage. I personally will just put a piece of cardstock here and make pencil marks where I want my angle cut to be. That tends to be the way that works best for me, but think about that before you assemble it all up. All right, when you're ready to put this together, you're going to tuck your side tabs in, tuck one long tab. We'll glue here onto one of them. Then the key is to square up when you close it. So I'm going to stand this up and I'm just going to square this guy up as I press down onto that piece on the bottom. And you can get your whole hand in there. This is not hard. So you can press like that. And then look what you created. Isn't that amazing? The finished product here is 7 inches by 2 1/4. So that's what I'm saying. We can put folios in here. Small paper packs, ephemera. You could put chipboard pieces in here, scraps. This could be a scrap bin. It could hold ink. It could hold cleaners. Look, you can put, like I have hand sanitizer on my desk at all times. I could put my glue in it. We can use this for lots of different things, but best of all, it's going to fit that little accordion folder that we made. And here's what I love. I like to put it in this way, like put it where the spine is facing out. So if you label this guy, it's labeled facing out, and you could also label at the bottom here. But then again, you could turn it here and label this side. So if you want to put this in your shelf. So I'm going to show you it both ways. That's it this way. Or if I want to put it facing the other way, we can see that as well. So whichever way you want to do it. Now, I have a couple other ideas coming. One of you guys asked me about doing this with handles, so be watching for that video. I haven't designed that one yet. I know it can be done. I just don't know exactly how I want to do it. So I'll look for putting handles on here. And I have one other closure that I want to show you here that I think will be really neat. So I'll be bringing you that video super soon. I wanted to do this one quickly because I showed this in my video on Tuesday, and I know people are waiting to see how to build it. So there's the assembly. Decorate to your heart's content. I'm so excited to have this created for you. And what a cool piece. Can you imagine giving this for Christmas? This would be such a nice stationery gift for Christmas. Put in a legal pad, maybe some cards, some envelopes, even some stationery would be so cute. Just a little notepad with maybe some pretty imagery on it. I love this so much. All right, you guys. I want to know what you're doing with this. I want to see what you have done with your accordion organizer. So share it with me on my customer gallery at maymaymadeit.com or at our Facebook group called Maymay Made It and So Did I. I cannot wait to see what you're making. All right, until next time, bye now.